If you came from classic Monster Hunter, your story of how you got into Monster Hunter would probably be the following. 1. You spotted the game with a cool guy holding a big sword fighting a big monster in your local GameStop or Blockbuster. 2. You couldn't get into it because the mechanics were too foreign to you and it was just too big of a hurdle for your 12-year-old brain to handle. And 3. You went back to it a bit later in life and then got addicted to the grind. If that was your story, you're definitely not alone. Not by a long shot. But what if you were to actually catalog the first steps of you becoming the monster hunter you are now, who had the same experience of not getting Monster Hunter at first? Well, if you want to see something like that, then look no further than the case of HeyJay, living proof that people's minds can actually be changed in our modern day society, as well as proof that even if you criticize millions of fans of one franchise, they don't always respond from hate in this case. They respond with empathy. So who is this HeyJay guy? Well, before his Monster Hunter adventure, he covered news/reviews on a variety of different video games, the bulk of it consisting of Castlevania and the new games on the Nintendo eShop for some reason. Alright, I'ma be brutally honest and say that HeyJay isn't exactly my type of YouTuber. Not to bring any hate towards the man, but I do find his sense of humor, well, not really within my wavelength, if that makes any sense. You know, he just doesn't vibe with me, okay? Anyways, at one point, aka 2 months ago, he made a video talking about why he's not buying Monster Hunter Rise. And the like and dislike ratio spoke for itself. Basically, he talked about, and this was from his own words, how the game was too clunky and slow. He was aware that there was an intention behind the games being that way, and he seemed to firmly instill the sentiment that this was simply not his type of game. Now, I'm gonna be honest, if HeyJay made this video and nothing else happened, I would have disliked it. Though I wouldn't make some abhorrent comment telling him off for his ignorance, I still would be like, wow, this guy does not know what he's talking about. But how did the community respond to this? Well, as I said in the beginning of the video, it was empathy. Instead of people shit-talking the heck out of HeyJay, there were many people who actually gave genuinely good and insightful responses to the man. Many people explained to him that he was not alone of having this initial impression towards the game. Some even explained their own experiences as well as giving helpful tips. Hell, even Gaijin Hunter commented, and even though he wasn't encouraging him to keep playing, at least he didn't criticize him. Like, it's genuinely insane how people went about this. In most fan favorite franchises, if you talk badly towards the game as much as HeyJay did, you'd probably get torn to shreds in the comments. However, Monster Hunter seems to be the only franchise where people come together and do the exact opposite of making death threats. It seems like this community is filled with genuinely good people, and hell, I don't know why. So what happened next? Well, HeyJay made a response to these people. What is the video titled? I discovered how amazing the Monster Hunter community is. You love to see it. Fast forward a couple of videos and he got so many positive responses that he felt inclined to do something about it. He decided not only once again to give the game a chance, but to attempt to fully complete Monster Hunter World on Twitch. You love to see it. So what happened next? Well, he recorded journal entries throughout his entire Monster Hunter experience, and then this happened. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is real. In a matter of 2 months, this guy went from saying that he won't buy the game to jumping straight onto the Rise hype train. Only in this community can something like this happen. But it didn't end there. He still had some criticism of Monster Hunter Rise to say, and well, here they are.
This game is fast. It is so fast for a Monster Hunter game. The characters are very sluggish. They're very bulky. They move slowly, and I understand.
Yes, You heard that correctly. This game went from calling every weapon in the game slow and clunky to calling it too fast. Apart from that hilarious character development, at the end of the video he finally concluded that he's not only a Monster Hunter fan, but his channel has ended up becoming a Monster Hunter channel. Like, just watch the first video of him talking shit about the Monster Hunter franchise to him being completely taken over and addicted to it. It's genuinely amazing how the tables have turned for the better for this guy. I mean, his channel wasn't getting anywhere near the amount of traction it got before he covered Monster Hunter. And it seems that he's actually just as passionate about the franchise as the community is. I only watched his Twitch streams about once or twice when he started, and I can definitely tell that it wasn't the clout that made him go this route. I saw the seeds being planted in this guy's brain, man. Once he understood the mechanics of crafting the monster and making weapons and armor out of its parts, that's when he truly started to get how fucking awesome Monster Hunter is. I may not personally be a fan of HeyJay's content, but his journey from becoming one who never got the franchise to slowly understanding not only the game, but the community as well, really shows how great it is to be a Monster Hunter fan. In some sense, being a part of a Monster Hunter community kinda feels like being a part of a family. Of course, you may not like some people who are a part of it, but when the going gets tough, they're always there to lift someone up and make another family member. And for that, it feels great to be a Monster Hunter fan. I am the Sandman. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.